cure for sad ham syndrome. Live from the Missouri Ozarks, North Georgia, and Tandil, Argentina, this is the World Radio League Show.
Welcome, everybody, to the 63rd episode of the World Radio League Show. I am Andy, your extra host, N0APX. Knocking pictures off my desk since 2025. Welcome, everyone, to this fabulous episode. We've got some great stuff lined up here. If you didn't see the pre-show trailer, we're going to be talking WRL API. We're going to be talking Huntsville. We're going to be talking all kinds of cool stuff today. And I have my two fabulous co-hosts, which I will bring in momentarily. Yeah, this is an awesome way to spend your Monday afternoon, so do not go anywhere. We've got tons of stuff to talk about. So glad to see each and every one of you in the chat. And hopefully some of you that I met at Joplin over the weekend will also be in the chat. So great to see each and every one of you here. I have with me today James in 0WRL and Catalina LU5EZO. Welcome each one of you two to this 63rd episode of the World Radio League Show. And before we go any further, I'm not going to spoil everything James has for us, but I'm going to spoil one thing because this is just so cool. I can't get past this. James is now a fellow member of the Brass Knuckles gang. BKG number, what number are you, James?
I think I'm 370. I want to say I'm 370.
There you go. BKG number 370. Welcome to the gang. Welcome to the gang. All right, guys. We are so glad to have. There you go. You got the K1 before I did. Can you believe that? Boy, howdy. But yeah, great to see you all here. And James, how are things in Georgia?
They are hot, 85 degrees, and we just got back from Huntsville last night, and it was absolutely awesome. So I'm looking forward to chatting Huntsville Hamfest. It was an awesome event.
That's awesome. And it looks like Pepe even made it down. Did you get to talk to Pepe?
Of course I got to talk to Pepe. Pepe came and hung out at our booth. Great to see you, Pepe.
Incredible. Gary, have fun taking your technician exam. You're going to do great. You're going to do awesome. You know, you got this. You got this, man. Thanks for popping in the chat. Yeah. So there we go. Fastest 2 hours in ham radio. That's what we do here. James, how was? Let's dive right into this and go. You were at Huntsville, correct?
I was at Huntsville Hamfest.
I was at Joplin. So it sounds like we both had a great a fantastic weekend. You were down in Huntsville. You did the whole 4 days in August thing too, didn't you?
Yeah, I got in on Wednesday. I went to Montesano National Park where they had or State Park rather, Montesano State Park where they had the 4 days in Huntsville. The crew there, I think it's organized. I know by Steve from Temporarily Offline, Kyle AA0Z, I think it is, and some of the YouTube guys. Really, they do an awesome job setting it up. And I was there for it last year as well, but it was like double the size this year. It was incredible. Awesome. They did kit builds. They showed how to build chokes.
That's cool.
They built all-star nodes, all kinds of awesome stuff.
That's really incredible. We'll dive into that here in just a couple minutes. Catalina, how are things going in Argentina?
Hi, everybody. Happy Monday. Doing well, doing well. I went to the Hamfest. I'm just kidding. I didn't want to be the odd one. So the one here, it's called "Let's Go Catalina, Get a Radio" Hamfest.
All right, sounds good. Well, we're getting ready to talk all about the Hamfest, but real quick, I just want to share some metrics with you guys that we just pulled here in the last week or so. And you can find these if you go to worldradialeague.com, the homepage. But as of just like a week ago, we now have 95,000 plus operators, 65 million plus QSOs logged, and 40 million plus confirmations. Thank you all so much for those incredible metrics, and we're looking forward to seeing that, double in the next year, hopefully. So
I just want to say, you used to hear a few years ago people would say, "Oh, ham radio is dying" or something like that, and a lot of it was just clickbait to get clicks on YouTube. But you do not hear that anymore these days.
Yeah,
I mean, ham radio is absolutely taking off.
Alive and well. Absolutely. All right, James. Just wanted to share that right off the top and get rolling here. Do you have something you want me to play here? Do you want me to go ahead and play this, or do you want to talk about it?
I've got a photo here if you want to see.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Let's put that up. Wow, that's awesome.
That is the crew from Huntsville. That is our core group. Zach and Maggie. Shout out to Zach. AI4Z.
Let's name all of these from left to right. I got Zach, AI4ZD, Ken, KC8ZKS, James and 0WRL, Maggie, KR4FTN, and Mike. What's Mike's
He's got a new call sign actually. KE8MD. These guys were awesome.
Shout out. Very nice.
Shout out to all of these guys. Absolutely awesome.
Incredible. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Zach's actually in the chat. Him and Maggie are activating a park. It's his turn at the key, so hit him up. What's your operating frequency, Zach? Well, maybe I'll fire up the radio and see if I can work you while James is talking. Not that I won't be paying attention, of course, but. And he also says that James is the best human ever. Thanks for an awesome Huntsville.
Thank you, Zach. Right back at you.
Where does that put me, Zach? No, I'm kidding. All right, James. All right, James, take us through Huntsville. Take us through the whole experience, one into the other.
So get in on a Wednesday, doing 4 days of August, which was awesome. There was a YouTubers cookout on Friday also. I was the watermelon guy, so I brought watermelons and cut watermelons for everybody. And there was a great cookout on Friday as well. Oh, on Thursday, I did my first FT8 POTA. So I went out with KC8ZKS, Ken, in his comms van, which was absolutely incredible. He has an awesome setup. So we did 5 parks in a day. I'm still waiting for my POTA award for that. I don't think it's the Rhino you get for the 5 for the Rove. It's something else, but I'm still waiting on that to process. We'll see if that processes right. So I did a 5-park FT8 activation. Oh my gosh, man. I could go through everything. I got my first CW contact. I spent a lot of money on things. It ended up with a satellite antenna rotor kit. But I have to say, just jumping right into it, I think probably one of my highlights was officially joining Shang Gang. I've got my Kwangshan radio. I got this from
BKG for life.
I have 6 I have 6 handhelds at home. I forgot all of them. So I get to the park and I go, I'm going to need an HT. And Steve, KM9G from Temporary Offline goes, oh yeah, I've got a bunch of HTs. You want to buy a Kwangshank for $30? I was like, sure. So I bought this, get to the Hamfest and run into Forrest, KI7 QCF. Everybody knows Forrest and the BKG gang. And they said, we can mod your Kwangshank to do CW. So I got this modded now to do CW, which is awesome. And I was a little bit nervous, but I got my first CW contact in the books with none other than the legend himself, Forrest KI7 QCF. So awesome. I'll pull that up.
Yeah, let me share your screen for you here. There you go.
Okay, first CW ever with the legend himself, Forrest. Okay, let's see how this goes.
So we're gonna do BKG. So I'll call CQ and I'll just say my call sign. All you have to do is send your call sign.
Okay.
And then once I have your call, I'll copy your call and send it, and then I'll say got it, which is 599.
Okay.
And you'll do that back to me, and that's it. So just your call sign and the signal report after I use it. Okay.
Okay. Perfect.
So yeah, it's a little fast.
Okay. So.
Hi, Howard. Good morning.
Ooh! You gotta help me on the 599.
So just 5 dits. Boom. Got it. And got it. Boom. Dude, you just did that perfect. We're
Oh, yes! Let's go.
So he's in Brass Knuckle Gang. So, dude, that's amazing. You literally set perfect code. You didn't even make one mistake.
Okay, Isaiah helped me with my call sign yesterday,
Okay,
so I was learning the songs.
That's impressive, man. My first QSO was not that smooth, so good job.
All right. Well,
That's incredible. That's really incredible.
so first CW. Now I've basically got my call sign, a couple other letters, so I still have a long ways to go. But I thought it was cool to just get help and get like the first QSO in the books and kind of get over the hump.
Oh yeah, absolutely, man. And I'm telling you, just like I tell everybody, get out, start hunting those POTA contacts. You will be proficient in no time. Absolutely, yeah. All right, so I'm trying to work Zach here. So go ahead here. Actually, let me just share this just super quick here because I want to share a picture Zach just sent me. If I can get it pulled up, and then I'll have you keep walking us through what exactly else you did there at Hamvention. Let me pull this picture up first. Zach is on 14042. So go work Zach in the park. Don't leave here. Just turn on your radio beside your computer and work Zach in the park. And
You might get one of his cool QSL cards.
Yeah, you might get one of his cool QSL cards. There's him and Maggie right there at the park making the rounds. So absolutely. All right, James, go ahead. Walk us through the rest of Huntsville.
Yeah. So I as you guys know, we're doing the Ham Radio Prep booth and the World Radio League booth. So shout out to all the Ham Radio Prep students in the chat, or anybody who's still working on that first license and you're like, what the heck are you guys talking about? So we met a lot of Ham Radio Prep folks who said, thank you so much, got your license, thanks to you. People especially shouting out the mobile app. And a special treat was that I actually met a teacher who is signed up, and we gave free classes through our Ham Radio Prep for Schools program. So that was really, really cool to get to talk to a teacher in person who used this. Let me pull that. I'll pull that video up, and we'll post the full video here in a minute. But I'll give you guys just a quick sample.
Yeah, let me pull you up here. There you go. Oh, you didn't share it as a screen share. Ha! Okay, let's. There we go. Go for it.
Yeah. This is Jackie, from a teacher in Greenville. It's not Greenville, North Carolina, because that's what I thought it was. It's like Greenville, Indiana, I think. So let's see if I could get this going. All right. I think I got it all working. Can you go on the side? Am I in there?
Because I'm short.
Turn it a little bit there.
That looks better.
You have his whole head.
Okay.
You didn't like just... And my whole face.
Let's just turn it a little bit more.
How's
You
that?
guys are seeing behind the scenes here.
Just turning it back. All right.
You got red on this side and red on that side.
Okay, we're good?
You're squared in the frame.
Hey, I'm James, N0WRL. I'm here at the Huntsville Ham Fest with...
Jackie, KC9LEH.
Well, Jackie, I just ran into Jackie over here at the Eris booth, and I was interviewing Frank about Eris, and she said, thank you for the Ham Radio Prep for Schools program. So I was so happy to hear from somebody that's actually using our Ham Radio Prep for Schools program. How did you find out about Ham Radio Prep for Schools?
Actually, I think I was on a listserv or something. I got an email, and it said if you wanted free content to sign up, so I did.
Yeah, and so for those of you who aren't familiar with Ham Radio Prep for Schools, it's our program here at Ham Radio Prep where we give away free technician courses for any qualified educators. And qualified educators is pretty broad. It's K through 12, we do universities, we do homeschooled kids, we do STEM and maker spaces. There's lots of different places. So Jackie, what are you using it for?
Okay, great question. So can I tell you just a little bit? We started with an Eris contact that got my kids excited about ham radio, and so I thought, what better way to get more students involved than to start a radio club and try to do whatever we could to increase the passion and the love for ham radio.
That is awesome.
Ham Radio Prep was awesome because they have a wonderful program that helps teach the students and prepare them for the test.
So what did the kids like about the Ham Radio Prep program? What was it about Ham Radio Prep that worked for them?
Well, the instructors are funny, and they liked that. They also liked that the content was pretty easy to follow along, the practice tests. All those things are really good, especially for kids nowadays. They like the video aspect. They like that graphic type instruction, and so it just meets a lot of needs.
That's awesome. And so it started with an Eris contact, but that's a pretty big deal. Maybe you could tell folks at home a little bit about what an Eris contact is and what goes into that for your kids.
Sure. So an Eris contact is a 10-minute ham radio contact with Eris or with astronauts on board the International Space Station.
That is awesome.
Yeah. So it's like a 4 to 6 month lead up, and in my particular case, I wanted all my students to be licensed if they were going to talk to the astronauts. So I required that. It is not a requirement for all schools to participate in the Eris contact, but I just thought it was a nice, neat thing for them to have, and having a 10-year license is pretty cool.
What?
All right, guys, you're going to have to stay posted for the full interview if you want to see more. But she's got like 50 kids getting their ham radio license through Ham Radio Prep right now.
This is so inspiring. Like it's beautiful to listen to her, and she's doing a great job with them. She's given skill for the future. That's awesome.
And a lot of people don't know that you're actually a teacher, Catalina. You're not working you're a teacher. So how does that feel to you to see that as a teacher?
I love it. I love to listen to these kind of teachers that they are so passionate about what they do, and they really want to teach something useful and like that will make a difference in a kid's life. So it's really inspiring. I love it.
Well, and thank you guys. And remember, it's not too late. Even if you're started your school year, if you want to get going on Ham Radio Prep for Schools, just fill out the application. As long as it's going towards youth and amateur radio, we're pretty much approving all of them. What you say, Catalina? Yeah. Catalina's in charge over there, so.
Yeah, absolutely. It's important that it's for young students because that's the purpose of this program. But yeah, we are almost approving all of them, and we have more than 30 approved applications. So we are very, very happy with it.
Yeah, it's awesome. By the way, thank you, Maggie, for posting this. Zach and Maggie QSY to 14051. That's where they're at right now. If you want to try to work them, I couldn't hear them, but I could just barely hear them. I couldn't work them. So, but yeah, that is so incredible, and we're so excited about the Ham Radio Prep for Schools program, and had some reception to it even at the Joplin Ham Fest. There's a couple of teachers there that I was able to talk to. So, very nice. So James, estimate how many people did you talk to at Huntsville?
Oh my gosh. How many people did I talk to? Thousands. I saw Jacob AF5. I think it's AF5XR in the chat. I got to see, obviously, Zach, Levi KZ, Got to see, oh my gosh, who else? I saw somebody else in the chat. Pepe, of course, got to hang out with Pepe. But it was like, I mean, it was thousands. It was by far the biggest Huntsville I've been to in the last couple of years.
That's so incredible. Now I wish I had been there in some ways, but it just didn't work for me this year. But maybe next year. We'll see. We'll see.
You can always go to Orlando.
Good, absolutely. Yeah, it might be fun. So what was your favorite takeaway of Huntsville?
Well, I think my highlights was the 5-park Rove on FT8 with Ken, and then operating CW, getting my first CW contact. As I mentioned, I bought a satellite antenna rotor, so that's going to be another project. Now I have too many things to build, so I got to start building some stuff before I buy anything else. And
you got something before the event, right? Like you have a lot of homework now.
I have a lot. Exactly. I've given myself a lot of homework. Very well, spoken like a true teacher, Catalina. And yeah, I don't know. I heard so many people that were using WRL that loved it. That was awesome, and so many people that got their license through Ham Radio Prep. It was cool just to get to meet everybody.
Yeah, for sure. That's awesome. So, yeah, I went to the Joplin Ham Fest on Friday and Saturday, and it is becoming, I believe, one of the largest local ham fests. It's getting pretty big. It's a pretty nice ham fest, and saw a lot of folks there, a lot of great people, a lot of friends, a lot of new faces, and I had so many people walk past and peer over at the World Radio League material with a kind of interested look on their face, and then they would glance over at the Ham Radio Prep side of the table, and instant recognition flashed across their face, and they're like, oh, yeah, I'm studying with you guys. I have your app on my phone right now. Or the only reason I'm a ham is because of Ham Radio Prep. Just all kinds of that. And it was so awesome to see that. I pulled a James, got a new Ham Radio headset.
All right.
The Hamfest is a WGA TR2000, not a super popular model, but I got a very good deal on it, so it was fun. I picked up a Mesh-tastic node, my very first Mesh-tastic node. So I'm really excited to get that on the mesh somewhere and see if I can start getting some stuff around here, and hopefully get some of my friends on Mesh-tastic, because little known fact, at least I guess it's a little known fact, I don't know, but you do not have to be a ham to use Mesh-tastic. It is in public frequencies. There is a ham frequency version of Mesh-tastic, but you do not have to use that. Most people use the public frequency version, so it is available to everyone. So looking forward to that. And then it was so much fun. We set up a whole table with the James has these great promotional material. Catalina's put together some great handouts and stuff, and so we had a lot of stuff to give out. We gave out a ton of band plans, and let me see if I could get a good picture of the room to show you.
I was going to ask you, where are the pictures and the...
Yeah. So there, I don't know if you can see that. There we go. There's a picture of the room right there. You can see.
All right.
Taking a selfie across the room. I was against one wall, which is really handy. So people are walking right past on their circuit of the room, and I get to have a view of everything and not be out in the middle. So that was fun. Is
that the one that we worked together to get the table, or that's another one?
Yep.
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
It was an incredible experience. I was planning on going to the Nixa Ham Fest. I am unsure yet. I just found out it is on opening day of deer season, so we'll still see about that one. But the Sedalia one, that one I'm looking forward to. That is the ARRL Midwest Regional Conference. It's going to be there this year. So planning on going to that. Should be a big one. I'm planning on going to that one. So absolutely great experience though. It was absolutely incredible meeting all the people. The first year I started representing World Radio League and Ham Radio Prep at local ham fests. There was locally, which just to be expected because of the way these things take on. Locally, there was not a lot of recognition. Now it's like everybody knows who we are, or almost everybody knows who we are. So it was really great. It was really great. So yeah, that was my Hamfest experience. Catalina, what was your Hamfest experience over the weekend?
It was very cool. It was me, and then me, and after that me. It was fun. I spent all my weekend watching Huntsville videos, social media. It was great to see all the people there. A lot of partners posting a lot of videos. So it was cool. It was cool.
Yeah,
Sometime
absolutely.
I will go to one in the future.
Yeah, I want to highlight something that, we would love to have you at Orlando or something whenever, when you can make it to.
Don't break things, James.
Yeah, careful over there, James. I want to highlight a comment by Dave Hillbilly Ham here. He said he even had promotional material on his table. That's right, Dave sat right, just a little across from me at Joplin, and he had some WRL material on his table too. And if I'm not able to make it to Nixa, he's going to be sharing some there as well. Dave, thank you so much for being such a great partner. We really appreciate you. So I think we had a few more comments here. Let's see if we can get those pulled up. Terry reached out in the chat a few minutes ago for some FT8 contacts, and our WRL community being so awesome, obliged right away. So there you go. Terry said he needs 40 days to get all the America 250 and 6 days to have a 1-year streak on World Radio League. Congrats, Terry. You're so close. That's awesome. That's really incredible. Tim says to do the hex beam first, James. That's Tim's recommendation. I was talking to
I definitely got to do that.
I was talking to somebody about a hex beam over the weekend, and I want to put up a hex beam. I think that would be really fun to have a hex beam up. They seem like they act like they're so good, but we'll see. Dave's asking if rotor control will be coming soon in WRL. Yes. As soon as James gets his hex beam up, it will be one of the next features on the list.
100%. I feel bad doing it just because I get my rotor up. But let's be honest. We'll also have to be able to sort the spots by azimuth direction.
Yeah, absolutely. Terry says, WRL gang, you can meet the famous Terry with the Tango if you come to the Pigeon Forge Hamfest in March. Dolly is expecting you. All right. Well, Terry, you never know what'll happen. We'll kind of have to wait, play it by ear. We'll see what happens. All right, let's see here. Could Route 66 on the air 912 be added to the contest and events? Charlie's asking. Yes, I will make sure. In fact, I will send this.
I already sent it over. I spotted it, so we'll get it.
We just sent it over to Brad. Brad will get it on the list for you. Absolutely. Great question. Thanks for the call out there. For sure. Appreciate that. And, anytime that you see a contest or event that you would like to see in World Radio League and you don't see it in World Radio League yet, you just reach right on out and let us know. So, all right, Dave got a picture of me taking a picture. So let's see if we can... The picture I showed you a few minutes ago, Dave got me right in the middle of taking it. Let's see if I can pull that up quick. There we go. There we go. This isn't the exact picture that I shared a minute ago, but this is me taking another one. Right there, Dave got me right in the middle of it. So, there I am. All right. Okay. And what just happened to my computer? That was weird. Okay, there we go. All right. So yeah, we had a great weekend, guys. I mean, it was really awesome. It was really awesome. Rodney says, see everyone at Hamcation next year. Yeah, Rodney, I hope to be able to meet you at Hamcation next year. That would be really awesome. For sure. And let's see here. Just a quick thanks for speaking to my club a few weeks ago. Gladly. Anytime any of you want us to do a presentation at your club, reach right on out. We would be happy to do it for you. We really like doing presentations for clubs, so just go right ahead. Go right ahead. And Travis, it says, are you going to have the desktop app for Raspberry Pi? Yes, it's already available for Raspberry Pi. Install the Linux version of the World Radio League desktop app. Great question. Great question. All right. And Tim says, James, apparently Tim sent you some motivation via Discord.
All right, I will check it out. You know, it was Andy that actually introduced me to Discord. I got to say, I was so resistant. I was like, we got a Facebook page, we got a community. Do we really need a Discord? I was not a Discord guy, and Andy roped me in, and now I'm still a novice Discord user. Let's be honest.
Now we have well over 500 Discord members. Can you believe that? Over 500 Discord members. Is that awesome?
Let me see if I can share this video that I just got from.
Go for it. Go for it.
Let me make sure I get his call from KH2XX EOD Kaboom. Let me see if the media share will work here.
Yeah, go for it. I've got one to share after that.
Here's my motivation for my hex beam.
All right, let's get you up on screen here. Give me just a second, and boom, there you go.
That is exactly. Ooh, I think that's like what my exact setup is going to be: the Carlson roof tower and then NA4RR hex beam. Thank you. Look at that.
That is so epic. Oh man, that's epic. That is so cool.
If anybody wants to, once I get it set up, if anyone out there wants to gift me an amplifier to go with this, that's the next step.
Listen to him talk. Listen to him talk. That's so funny. Yeah, absolutely. Let me see if I can find. Where did that go? That was weird. I think I've got a video to share here, but I don't know where it went. That's really weird. Where did it go? Okay, I'll find that and share it after the break. We are going to hit a break really quickly, and we will be right back. Yes, Terry, I will share the Discord invite right now. If y'all want to join our Discord, we have... Oh, and we lost Catalina for a moment. She's back. If you want to join our Discord, the link is going in the chat. We have a great Discord community there. So check us out. Ham Radio N0CKL says, pro tip when using the World Radio League spotting page in cat control, before you click the log contact button, make sure that their location matches where they are calling from and not QTH. Great information. Great information. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes the spots, you know, way spotting networks work. Sometimes they pick up home location. Sometimes they pick up a park location or, you know, calling location, whatever it is. And Tim says, watching the thing spin is awesome. Yeah, I can tell. That's really incredible. All right, guys, we're going to hit a quick break. We will be right back after this. Do not go anywhere because we've got tons more to cover. We're just getting started. We are just getting started. Don't go anywhere. Are you ready to ditch that 90s ham radio logging software and upgrade to something from this century? Well, now you can. Welcome to a brand new era of software in ham radio, World Radio League. Whether you're a brand new ham radio operator just getting started or a seasoned veteran looking to upgrade your logging experience, World Radio League is the ham radio tool suite for you. Its sleek, modern design brings ham radio into today's world. No more digging through endless menus to find basic features. It's all right in front of you, ready to go with just a couple clicks. An extremely customizable logging interface is just the beginning. We integrate with 7 spotting networks to make finding your contacts that much easier. Plus, we offer many custom mapping and analytics tools so that you can view your contacts your way.
We have all sorts of tools tailored to contesting, POTA, SOTA, WWFF, and other activities as well. And it gets better. With our cloud-based log storage, you can access your logs using our fully featured web interface in tandem with our robust mobile app. You can log into your account on any device and even log contacts offline, syncing them to your online account later. The best part? Logging with World Radio League is free. Just set up an account and start logging. Want to use advanced features like large log imports and analytics? Upgrade to a premium plan starting at only $3 a month. Join a huge community of ham radio operators at the fastest growing ham radio software platform available by creating your free account at worldradioleague.com today, or search for World Radio League in your favorite app store.
We don't have the cure for sad ham syndrome, but this is a pretty good treatment. The World Radio League Show.
Welcome back to the fastest 2 hours in ham radio. I'm Andy and Zero APX. Glad to have each and every one of y'all here. Hey, Paul, good to see you. Good to have you in the chat. Everybody, we've got, I've got to share this. This is awesome. I'm going to bring in James and Catalina on this one, but this is so cool. Look at this, guys. His comment is, when you try to disconnect from ham, but boom.
So cool.
That's awesome. Love that, Felipe. That's incredible. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Apologies if I'm not. But yeah. Anyway, just thought you guys would enjoy that. We have a jam-packed. What do we even go to next? What do we even start? Let's talk about some World Radio League stuff coming up, because we've got some cool stuff. What do you say, James? You want to talk about some of the stuff we got?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
WRL API. We've got V1 just on the verge of release. James, why don't you talk to us about the release schedule and what it's got in it, and then we'll talk about maybe some things to look for in the near future, some additions to the API.
Yeah, so the API is getting close to being released. It will be released, but by next week on Monday, we should be able to demo this for you. So we'll have it released. We're just kind of finalizing the field names, making sure everything's nice and clean so that it's easy to use for developers and has documentation. But the first is going to be focused on contacts as well as logbooks. So you're going to be able to go in. I can give you a little bit of a quick demo. I've got it enabled for my account, but just because I'm an admin, but I can give you guys kind of a quick demo of how this is going to work.
Yeah, give us the walkthrough.
Yeah,
I've got something really cool to demo in a minute, so I'll let you demo this one.
Yeah, I'll just give you the basic demo. I won't. We'll spend more time on it next week. But you're going to go into your integrations. You're going to go into developer API, and look, I didn't leak my key. Don't worry, it's just it's hidden here.
Wait, I can't see anything. Can you?
Yeah, I can see it, and it's up on screen. It's on screen.
Okay.
We got different settings here. New streaming software, guys. But you got your API key. You can regenerate. You can revoke your key, and then you set the default logbook where you want those contacts to land. Now, on the other end of the other application, they can also just tell the API which logbook they want the contacts to go to. But you're going to have your full CRUD operation. So if you're not familiar with CRUD, that's create, read, update, delete on all of your QSOs, and it's going to be a JSON HTTPS REST API. So this is going to be huge. We've already built out great integrations with QRZ.com and LOTW and N1MM and WSJTX and 3FJP, but we want to give other developers who are building all these awesome apps. It's been like an explosion of apps in ham radio lately. We want to give all those other developers the opportunity to integrate with WRL and make a seamless experience. So we'll be reaching out to lots of other developers as well as a part of this and get them in, and we'll be able to actually add those apps into the integration library here too. So I think that's probably the big demo we'll share for today. We'll give a little bit more detailed information next week.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. That's incredible. So yeah, very much looking forward to the WRL API going live. It should be dropping very soon, and yeah, I'm so excited about this. There's so many people who've been reaching out to us wanting to integrate with World Radio League.
And here's a good question. If you're in the chat, drop in the chat what platform would you like to see WRL integrate with?
Via API, yeah. That's
via the API. That's perfect, because then we can make sure we reach out and work with some of the other apps to get it integrated. So if you've had an app that you've been wanting to smooth out the integration or improve the integration with, just let us know, and we will we'll be sure to reach out to the devs too. Yeah, there we go. Put it in the chat. See here. HamKJ5 says, will he be able to put the key in HRD, and will its contacts can be sent to WRL? If HRD chooses to integrate with us, you'll have to get on them and get us to get it added. We might be able to do that via the UDP connector, but
does HRD have UDP?
Yeah, HRD can do UDP. Okay. But I think we'll get a better answer on that. But I think if on our desktop app, Josh says a live logbook would be amazing. I'm assuming he's talking about an iframe. Like dropped into your own web page or whatever. That would be awesome. That would be really incredible. That would be really cool to see that. So, in fact, I think we've got it on our roadmap, if I'm not mistaken. So. And what's up, Paul? Great to see you at Huntsville. And he says HRD should use UDP. Well, I'll double check the format there for us, but I would download the desktop app for the UDP connector. Absolutely. Paul, you're gonna have to round up some of our YouTuber friends and bring them to Joplin next year, so that we can start boosting Joplin and get it to be another one of the big ones. I would love for Joplin to turn into one of the big ones. That would be awesome. But anyway, we'll see. Grid Tracker, yes. Grid Tracker's asked for an API before, I believe. So I think they'll pick it up, I believe. Will we ever see a live QSO map on WRL? We have live QSO maps. What are you talking about, Terry? Let me know exactly what you're asking there, because we definitely have live QSO maps. How is Dr. Jim's new shack going? The prof has actually, I believe, moved into his new shack. So you'll probably be seeing some new videos coming out of that soon. Very exciting stuff. Prepham Paul says, Joplin or bust. He's going to be working on DFW Expo too. That's awesome, Paul. That's awesome. Yeah. Reach out to me anytime, Paul, and I can get you in contact with some of the organizers of Joplin if you want to know any of the specifics, or if you want to see if you can get some of your friends some booths or whatever. Just let me know. KJ5RT says his 10-year-old Madeline starts on tech after they get home. That's incredible. Glad to hear it. And then I also saw, where was that at? Paul says his wife is sitting on lesson 3 next to him right now, and she worked through the app for most of the drive home. That's awesome. And Paul, I actually got to meet Paul's wife at the Hamfest as well. Awesome. So tell her I said hey. That's great. Terry clarified he wants to see the QSO he's working do a live arc from his location to that contact. If you pull up, let's see here, if you're on the web app, you can pull up Command Center in a separate tab, and it will do that. If you're on the desktop app, that is something that we are considering adding. So we'll take that into consideration. See what. It would be cool if on the map view where you have the previous contacts, when you do the one in progress, it also puts it on it. That's a great feature request. Yeah. Paul says, while watching the first video yesterday, says, cool, I met the famous guy on the video. There you go. And by the way, James, I must say your audio sounds spectacular this week. Did you get a new microphone? I did. I got a new microphone that now I had to use zip ties to connect it to my stand, because the stand doesn't fit this type of microphone. So it's kind of like a very ad hoc connection that I've got going here. But It's a new Shure SHURE I think M7, I believe it's called.
Yeah, the Shure M7 is becoming pretty popular among podcasters, from what I understand. So, like home podcasters, that type of thing. So that's great. That's awesome. Ken says he's at US 4690 on FT 420 meters. Go work Ken, guys.
Go work Ken.
Absolutely. I mean, stay here, but just pull up WSJTX in a second window and work Ken. Yeah, absolutely. All right, time for me to share something so cool. I've been so excited for this. I have been so excited for this one. I have been hammering on the team to do this. I have been so excited. I've been pushing for this one for months, and we finally got it. We finally got it here. So let me share my screen. Oh, I'm still sharing that. Hold on. Let me share my other screen. And I am so excited about this one. There we go. Okay. Oops. All right. This is an implementation of our dev environment. That's why you got some weird stuff like in 0APX test and founding member 4 instead of 3 and all that good stuff. But if I scroll down here, you can see it says spotting alert. What will that do? Let me click that button real quick. This is our new spotting alerts and notifications. So you have all kinds of never miss a station you care about. Spotting alerts, watch live spots around the clock and tell you the moment contacts you want to hit the air. A specific call sign, anyone from a country you still need, or an activation at a POTA Park, Soda Summit, or WWFF reference. Also, U.S. states. U.S. states are also included in this. You can have an in-app banner, a push notification that pings your phone, or an email notification. So you can be really sure if it's something super. So you can if it was me setting it up, I'd probably set up North Korea on all 3 because if North Korea comes on the air, I'm dropping everything. But yeah, see, I can create an alert, and you can see here I can set up a call sign, a country, a U.S. state, POTA Park, Soda Summit. Now this is where things get really cool. Look at this describe your alert button. Okay. Let me know when AI4ZD or KR4. I should have tested this before we go live.
Live testing. Oh, this is cool.
In fact, the developer told me to test this before I went on the air, and I told him I would, and then I completely forgot. So my apologies. So let me know when AI4ZD or KR4FTN are on the air. Great with AI. It's only set up spotting alerts. Okay, I'm guessing it got confused because I put 2 of these. This is still in a dev environment, so let me take out is on the air. Or it might be confused. There we go. AI4ZD right here. AI4ZD, all bands, all modes, all sources. Repeat every 1 hour. And it set it up automatically with in-app and push notifications, and you can also opt into email notifications if you want to. So now I can create another new alert that says, tell me when KR4FTN is spotted. Boom. KR4FTN. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that epic?
That is awesome.
Okay, now let me try another one. Let me know if, see here, let's say Alaska is on the air. Boom, U.S. state, Alaska. All modes, all sources. See here. Let me know. Or actually, let's just try it. Let's just try it. Yeah, let's just say, tell me if North Korea gets spotted. Boom.
And for the AI fans out there, this is where we're going to have to eventually integrate with your ChatGPT and stuff. So you could literally just be like, hey, create an alert when AI4Z Delta's on the air, and it just talks to WRL. That'd be cool. Just from future stuff. Who knows?
Let's try tell me if Indonesia gets spotted. See if that one is.
You used all your AI credits already.
Oh, okay, all right. No, I don't think that's how this is. I don't know why it it is not doing the country one.
Just do the regular, do the regular setup.
Yeah, we'll do another regular one. We'll do another one. Let's see here, Poda Park. Let me try like a Poda Park. I don't know if he's got Poda Parks in there or not. Tell me if US 10215 is spotted. I don't know if he's got those set up with this one yet or not. Yes, Poda Park US 10215. It will let me know anytime somebody activates that one.
Well, yeah, and you could also manually do it. You can just click the.
Yeah. So I can go in here and I can go. Let's see here. I want a call sign. Let's go with who's somebody I want to know if they're on the air.
KC8ZKS.
Yeah, KC8ZKS. Well, he's on the air all the time. I'll get constant notifications. Let's go KI7QCF. Let's go with Forrest. Let me know. I can have it repeat this alert. Every. Let's say it checks every 15 minutes and keeps letting me know every 15 minutes. You can have it in intervals, of your choosing. More options here. I can select bands or modes specifically, but I'm just gonna do this and create an alert. KI7QCF. All bands, all modes, all sources repeat every 15 minutes. So yeah, there's all kinds of options here, and it is so cool. It is so cool. And Terry, like I said, this is a dev environment, and I'm not sure if he's got the spotting system tied into this internal dev sandbox yet. The public spotting system. I know he was doing.
Yeah, we had to publish this on a separate dev site just because it was.
Yeah, once it gets pushed live, which actually should be very soon, then we should be good. But I am so excited about this one because this has such huge potential. You can preview the notification banner; it'll pop up like this. Isn't that awesome? Like view, and here I think the preview doesn't work, but you can click view and it'll take you to your logbook with all the details pre-filled, and set cat control on your radio if you're on the desktop, all the cool things. So I'm really excited. I'm really excited about this. It's gonna be so awesome, and you could just toggle these on and off. If you want to temporarily say I do put Ken KC8ZKS in here. Let's just do it. Let me know when Ken KC8ZKS is spotted on FT4. Oh, why wasn't it typing in there? That's weird. Let's try that again. Let me know when KC8ZKS is spotted on FT4. Let's try that. Okay. Create. Boom. KC8ZKS FT4. It filtered it and everything for me. So now I don't know that this is. I don't think this is tied into the. I'm not sure if it's tied in or not. We might find out here in a second. I don't know. But anyway, so say I'm getting tons of spots, and with Ken, those spots are going to be coming in like a fire hose because he's on the air all the time. So I can just say, hey, I want to work Ken one of these days, but not right now. So I'm going to just turn it off, and then whenever I want to, whenever I want to work Ken, I'll just come in here and turn this on and wait for him to be spotted and jump over there. So yeah, absolutely, very excited about this. If you couldn't tell. What do you think, James? What's your initial thoughts?
It's awesome.
Yeah,
I'm super excited for this.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, I can't forget to say, tell me anytime LU5EZO is on the air. There we go.
I knew it.
Send me her Echo Link repeater.
We gotta make sure we get Catalina in the log. Okay. Yeah. So, and like I said, you can edit these. You can subscribe to the email notification. You can adjust the alert repetition intervals, all that good stuff. So. Man, we have such cool stuff. We have such cool stuff coming right now, and it's gonna be the next few months are going to be absolutely incredible. Another one that I'm working on, and I can't demo right now because I don't have it all pulled up is an activity. Like I just opened the PRs for this one earlier today, so hopefully the team will approve those right away when we get it live. But activity indicators. So you can manually turn it off if you want to, but you can leave it on, and if people are looking at World Radio League, whenever they see your profile picture or your profile page, whatever, it'll have a little green or yellow indicator that says this guy's using World Radio League right now. So you can go check out the spotting page and see if that person is on the air. You can see who's using World Radio League, and if they've got if their activity indicators on, you can jump over to the community page and send them a message. There's all kinds of cool uses for that, and it's really, really awesome. So, Zach got his 10 contacts in the log. Congrats, Zach. That's awesome. I wish I could have got you in the log, but propagation was not in our favor at this point. But James, what else do we have coming up soon? I'm going to scan through these comments real quick. Do you want to share any of our roadmap? Anything at all extra that you want to share?
Let me see. What is exciting from the roadmap? Well, there's a lot of, I guess, not exciting stuff that's coming soon. There's a lot of cleanup that you're going to be seeing. So a lot of just heavily requested things like cleaning up a lot of the spotting enhancements.
Oh, spotting enhancements. This is going to be. It doesn't sound very exciting. It's going to be major. It's going to be awesome. You guys are going to love the new spotting UI. It's going to be beautiful.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so, I don't think too much to super reveal right now, but I would say also there's a lot of work that's going to be done just porting things between desktop and mobile as well. So a lot of getting contest support on the desktop app is going to be huge. So get ready for that. UDP connectors, API, a lot of integration work, and probably a couple surprises along the way too.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's hit a few comments real quick. Let's see here. Terry says, please do integrated FT8 so we can ditch WSJTX. This is something that I've pitched before, but not really pushed yet because this is going to be a major undertaking. But yes, Terry, I'm on your side. I want FT8 directly natively in WRL. That would be so awesome. VA2 Papa Hotel Bravo says, when do you plan to translate World Radio League into other languages, French among others?
That's a good question. We do plan to do this, but we don't have any immediate plans right now. So I would say it's not in the short term, but this is something we're definitely going to do.
Understood. All right. Josh says he's a sucker for QSL cards. Being able to attach a QSL card scan to a note would be so cool.
Absolutely. Hey, I just got some QSL cards myself.
Yeah.
So we are going to be adding more support for QSL cards in-app and physical very soon. So you can get some. Oh, there we go. Wait, my hands are backwards.
We gotta have two Zach cards on the stream at once. There we go.
Catalina's
the
only
VHS. One that
VHS.
still needs one. Catalina, you need to work Zach. You have worked Zach. Zach, send Catalina a QSL card, please. We gotta get 3 on the stream at a time.
Here is mine.
All right. Prep Hand Paul says he loves his Command Center startup screen. That's awesome. I love it too. It's incredible. It's so much fun, and we're planning on adding some new updates to it. So keep an eye out for that. KJ5RT says, on an iPhone with no signal, World Radio League will not pull up parks. Is there a way the app can have an offline file? It should have an offline file. I mean, we have the option for the offline file. So I would go to your settings and make sure that the offline file is downloaded. And if not, then send a bug report.
Yeah, I think you said it perfect, Andy. Yeah, check your settings and make sure that it says that you have the offline file, but it should pull all that up offline. So just drop us a report a bug if you're not seeing it.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys use that report a bug button heavily because that's how we
we know what's going on. They were talking about that whenever you were explaining, and I think that there are some people that they sent some recommendations. I didn't respond because I was not sure that we had that. I was okay. I knew that we had that, But yeah, I think that if not, they have to report the bug, but it should be there.
Yeah, absolutely.
It might have trouble. I will say it might have trouble with the Find My Park button, but searching by the park number should work. I'm going to give this a quick test while we'll click
Terry
live.
says when he uses the web app and Shrink to have multiple things on the same screen, it only shows the logging side, not the spotter. Like a scroll bar to move left and right. I think. Do we not have the scroll bar? Let me check that quick, because I thought we had the scroll bar, and if not, that is definitely something, you know, Terry, that be a great process improvement. So let me look at this real quick. Well, let me load the main site. I was trying to check that dev site and it was giving me fits. So let me load the main site quick here. Oh, because if you shrink it far enough, it stacks them vertically, Terry. So here, let me share this here. If you shrink it far enough, it literally stacks vertically, so your spotting is down below. That's what happens with that one. So, just a way to manage people who need to shrink it super far down. Great suggestion, though. Thank you. John asks, is there even an actual radio in North Korea? I don't believe so, John. They're pretty much banned in North Korea at this point. That's why we always joke about it here, but yeah, I don't think there is. Denise asking, can you put a mouse over tip on all the acronyms on the site? Hover POTA and tooltip of Parks on the Air appears. Bonus if there's a link to more details. I think there are on a lot of options. There are tooltips on those. If there's anything specific, feel free to reach out in community.worldradialeague.com. Could one of you drop that community in the chat real quick?
Yeah, and I like where your head's at, Denise.
Yeah.
And I mean, what would be even really cooler is if we could almost like link to a video explainer on some of the things too.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. KG5RT, right now World Radio League is my go-to when I have signal, but when no signal, either paper log or dues. Yeah, absolutely. Let us know, you know, if after you try the offline POTA Park database, let us know. And if if you're still having an issue, we'll get you taken care of. No worries. Apparently tomorrow is the changing of the stations for W1AW stroke for W1AW. Stroke 2 will be coming alive in his area beginning tomorrow night at 8 p.m. That's awesome.
Wow, great reminder there.
Yeah, great reminder for sure. And Terry talking about the spotting notifications. Will be great to get other WRL users logged. Can it look for WRL users in general? Have a notification that is filtered by just WRL users? That would be cool. That would be really cool. We could probably add that. I can talk to the developer on that. We'll see. I doubt it'll be in V1, but we could probably add that. Great thought, Terry. Thank you for that. Awesome. All right. Anything else come in here? Zach says the postage is too much to Argentina.
I know.
But yeah, I would say if you send him the cash, he'll send you the QSL card. I think Zach would do that. Can we get automatic CW contacts when things are slow at the park? Not sure where your head's at there, Zach, but anything that has automatic and CW in the same sentence is automatically my enemy. So don't give me anything. All right. Dwayne says his brother and himself, KN4OSY and KN4ONN, got to meet James Saturday at Huntsville. One of the best booths they stopped by. That's awesome. It's incredible.
Great to meet you guys also. Let's see. Sure. Yeah, I added, they're from North Carolina. Yeah, I added notes. I used my notes to drop some notes when I got to meet some folks. Those guys were awesome. They came by and gave me some awesome feedback on.
That's so cool.
So it's Wayne and I'm trying to remember.
Dwayne and what was the other one? KN4ONN and
It's Dwayne and I think Wayne. So guys, thank
Dwayne
you
and
so
Wayne.
much for stopping by. You guys made my day.
Awesome. Zach says he's gonna send Catalina a card
No,
at his international mailing,
no
but he's gonna
need.
do it.
No need. Maybe we can meet on some Hamfest in Argentina. It's even more expensive.
I don't know. When Zach sets his mind to something, yeah, you'll probably see that QSL card show up in your mailbox. So.
You can send me a e-QSL card and I can print it.
All right, guys. We're going to hit another quick break. When we come back, Catalina is going to give us another fabulous ham radio this week nugget, and we're going to talk all about our partnership program, as well as a couple other things. So, guys, do not go anywhere. We'll be right back after a short break. See you on the other side.
With your ham radio license, you can communicate with dozens of satellites in space and even talk with astronauts on the International Space Station who are licensed ham radio operators. In fact, amateur radio is an official backup communication on the ISS, and ham radio is even used in SpaceX missions such as FRAM-2, where SSTV images were transmitted from the SpaceX Dragon spacecraft. You can use ham radio to communicate with satellites and spacecraft too. All you need is a little knowledge. Join Jim, N4BFR, the lead instructor at Ham Radio Prep, in our new Satellite and Space Operations course. In this course, we'll guide you step by step through everything you need to know to take your ham radio operations from beyond the Earth into the satellites and space above us. And guess what? You don't need thousands of dollars in equipment to get started. All you need is at least a technician ham radio license and a basic handheld. We'll show you how to make your first satellite contacts by building your own antenna for less than $50 and build from there. You'll learn how to make contacts thousands of miles away using a satellite as a repeater. You'll learn how to track satellites moving at over 17,500 miles per hour overhead in real time and communicate via voice, SSTV images, APRS, or even bounce your signal off the moon. You'll hear from leading experts in amateur radio space communications directly about cutting-edge projects and initiatives. This course is your gateway into the world of space exploration and communications, where you'll both sharpen your practical operating skills while also learning about the underlying theory and concepts that drive space communications. Seize the opportunity to take your ham radio operations to space and beyond. Sign up today at hamradioprep.com.
The official soundtrack to nodding thoughtfully while staring at a blank spreadsheet. Welcome to the World Radio League Show.
Welcome back, everyone, to the third half of the show. I'm Andy N0APX, your extra host on this fabulous Monday afternoon. And I have with me James N0WRL and Catalina, U5EZO. You know, sometimes you just got to get in the zone, listen to music for a while. Guys, Catalina, you have some awesome stuff lined up for us today. I was going to talk about ham radio prep for schools in this segment, but we kind of already covered all of that earlier in the show, so we'll skip that for now. But we have a lot of stuff still. Yeah, I'm gonna lose half my audience at the end of this segment because James and Catalina are gonna be jumping ship. So only the true OG WRL show viewers will still be around after that's over. But
I wanted
ones that have been with me since I was slaving away here by myself. Nobody to assist me.
I just want to say that during the break, you went to the satellite in space. And cool little side note here, I got to speak from Frank from ARIS. I believe his official title is the director of ARIS, I want to say. And the big topic everyone's asking ARIS is, of course, all about the lunar updates and the lunar project. They're talking about potentially having amateur radio in orbit of the moon, potentially even amateur radio station on the moon, or perhaps even on a buggy having some sort of amateur. So there's all kinds of cool amateur radio. And he also told me that they are working actively to get amateur radio on commercial spacecraft from both Axiom and SpaceX, in addition to NASA. So
yeah, I know one of them Axiom astronauts. That's a nice guy, John Schaffner. Have you heard of him?
Yeah, your good buddy John Schaffner, the astronaut, Andy, and the WRL founding member, John Schaffner.
Absolutely. That John Schaffner. Yeah, for sure. The reason, James, I picked the satellite space operations ad to play in that particular slot is because I'm out like a pole barn, and it's like, I don't know, like maybe like 50, 60 yards from here to the house. And this is a renovated pole barn, and there is no bathroom in this pole barn, but there is in the house, of course. So I picked the satellite and space operations ad because it is the longest of the ads and would give me just enough time to go racing to the house and racing back again. That was why I was slightly out of breath when I got here. So yes, that's why I specifically picked that one for today. All right, Catalina, go ahead, take us away with your ham radio this week nugget. Let's see what you got for us.
Hello, everybody. This is Catalina's section.
We gotta change this music.
Oh, come on, we like the music, don't we, Catalina? This is our music.
I will dance anything that you play. Okay, so new section for ham radio this week, and we have a new topic. Of course, as I always mention, this is new to me, so I will share my knowledge. And for this one, I had to do a little bit of research. So we will see. But first of all, we will start with a question.
Okay, hold on, Catalina. Your audio just went completely out all of a sudden. I don't know why exactly.
Oh my God.
Okay, you're back.
You're good now.
Yeah, but I explain everything, so no, I'm just kidding. It is whenever I was a teacher. If I explained once, if you didn't understand, I'm sorry. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so I was presenting the topic. One of these modes was very named here today, but I want you to leave in the chat if you know what's the difference between these two modes, FT4 and FT8. Of course, they have some similarities, but also they have some differences. So, and I don't know who wrote that because I have two students here. Okay, so what's the difference between these two modes? As I was mentioning, they have some similarities but also some differences. If you know, yeah, I totally agree with Rondy here. One has an this reminds me of my classes with little students, those like responses. Yeah, one has a 4 and another an 8. Okay, the difference is 4 FTs. Okay, we have Christopher here. He says speed of transmit and receive, and he is right. Then ham radio N0CKL. FT8 prioritizes maximum sensitivity and reliability. FT4 prioritizes speed for contesting with a modest penalty in sensitivity and band 1 bandwidth. Okay, you got it. That was awesome. Then Rodney says 7.5 seconds per exchange cycle. Which one, Rodney? FT8?
Well, that's the difference. That's the difference is 7.5.
Okay. Perfect. Cool. Now FT2.
There is an FT2. There is absolutely an FT2.
FT4 is 50% faster than FT8, and FT2 is half of 4. Ken, I will do my best.
That could have been written so much more clear. No, I'm kidding. They're each a half increment further down.
Okay, so all of you were very correct. I just did some research, as I told you, and created a chart here for the main differences between the two modes.
Cool. I like this slide. That is so
Yeah, this is nice.
So these are the main differences between these two modes. As you said, FTH, the heavy duty off-roader, because it prioritizes distance and weak signals, against FT4, that it's a Formula 1 race car that prioritizes speed and contact volume. So for FTH, the cycle time, as it was mentioned, is 15 seconds per transmission, and for FTH is 7.5 seconds per transmission.
For FT4 it's 7.5 seconds.
Yeah, it's literally twice fast. That's awesome. Then the FTH is the easy pitch because it's built for deep noise decoding, and for the FT4 it's built specifically for contesting and a speed. So I didn't know this at all. And then why you prefer using FTH for working extremely weak DX stations operating QRP, low power, or when bands are barely open. And FT4, it's high-speed contesting, like what we are going to see next, and rapid green hunting, or when bands are wide open and moving fast. So those are the main differences between both of them, but they have a similarity. They are digital modes. So that's our topic for this week. Are you ready for the big digital battle this week that it's coming as a contest? Because we have this weekend, August 29th and 30th, the Worldwide DX contest. So you can participate in this contest using World Radio League. I'm gonna show that later. But this is a 24-hour contest, and you can use, of course, FTH and FT4 as we mentioned. You will pick the one that you prefer or the one that you like, and also you can change between modes inside the contest. And for this contest, you don't need a massive antenna to work. So that's pretty cool, for example, for me. Because I don't have a cool antenna like James does. So that will be an amazing contest to participate and make contacts through worldwide contacts. So which are the bands that we are going to use? 160 meters, 80 meters, 40, 20, 15, and 10 meters. The modes, as I mentioned, are the FT4 and the FT8. And the goal for this contest is just work as many unique maidenhead grid squares as possible. So, as I mentioned before, you can find, I think that James or Andy, I don't know, shared the contest, but I'm gonna share my screen really quick here. Andy, can you share? Okay, whenever you enter, you can see the command center, beautiful. Okay, so where can you find the contest and events? Here in the options, you have several options, but in the middle, you'll find contest and events section. You click there, the first screen, you'll see all the live contests and events that are happening now. But if you go to upcoming contests, the second page, you'll find all the upcoming contests that we have. And here, August 29th, you find the one that we are talking about, Worldwide DX contest. And if you want to participate, you can go here, join for free. And you are enrolled. Enroll success. And you can wait until the weekend to participate in this contest or any other contest. I'm just talking about this specifically today, but you can participate in any contest. So 4 days, this will be really nice, and we will see what happens over the weekend.
Looking forward
and
to
that's
it.
it.
Hope I can get on that one myself. That would be awesome.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Have you ever made FTH or FT4 contacts?
I've made hundreds of FT8 and FT4 contacts, but currently my setup has an issue of some sort, and so it's been a little while since I've been able to get on with FT8 and FT4. So hopefully soon. Thank you, Catalina.
Which one do you prefer?
It depends. It depends on what mood I'm in. If I'm in a heavily impatient mood, then FT4, and if I want to, just get out and see what all I can work, probably FT8.
I think that I prefer FT8 because FT4 make me feel anxious. Like I have so many. No, I can't do any of this right now because I have to practice a lot.
Yeah, I will say it's a lot. Especially, so I got to do some POTA with Ken on FT8, and what I'll say was really nice, specifically when you combine digital FT8 with POTA, you get a lot of contacts and you get a lot of DX, especially because if you call CQ POTA, people want to hunt you if you're activating, right? So I got a lot of new countries in the log. I don't think I had Ukraine yet, so I got Ukraine in the log. I got Germany.
Wow.
I actually got Uruguay down close to you, Catalina.
Ooh, yes. Very close.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I got Uruguay in the log.
Nice.
And
Terry said he just got England and Lithuania, so great work on that, Terry. And he says he loves FT8 and FT4. He also said, great job, Catalina, but we don't want to show that comment too long. It might go to your head. No, I'm kidding.
Thank you, Terry.
Absolutely. All right.
I really like this section because as I have to present it here, it's like a study section for me each Monday.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I'm learning a lot. Like I didn't know, I knew that these modes were created, but I didn't know specifically when do you use them, and it was pretty cool to learn more about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it's good to remember not everybody that joins the live stream is a super experienced ham.
We
like
are
a lot of people.
simultaneously streaming to World Radio League and Ham Radio Prep channels. So all of you Ham Radio Prep viewers out there, I hope you enjoy this segment. I want to highlight and call out that besides being our fan favorites World Radio League show co-host, and being social media manager and company administrator and HR person who's thrown me way too many violations. No, I'm kidding. And all of the other things. Catalina is also our partnership manager. And it's been a while, Catalina, since we've talked about partnerships. And I would kind of like, would you be able to give the folks just kind of a detailed overview and refresher for, you can start with content creators, and then we can even talk about some small businesses, how we like to partnership with folks, and kind of give us the rundown.
Yeah, absolutely. As you mentioned, I'm also part of the partnerships team here, and it's you can reach to us. Also, we can reach to you if we see a great content. But if you want to be part of our partnership program, don't hesitate to send us an email and apply, because it's a very, very, very easy way to apply, and you just go for it. Let me share my screen, because there is a section in the ham radio prep. Let me share my screen first.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you go down in the ham radio prep website, if you go down, you'll find a lot of information here, different sections like scholarships, pricing, bulk pricing, gift card. And here it says become an affiliate. And there you'll find a lot of information about our partnerships program and how to apply to it. So also you'll find a great overview video that James created to explain a little bit about our partnerships program. Who can apply? You're a creator, you're a content creator, you're a club, you are, what else? Content creator, clubs, groups of people working on ham radio, so you can apply to it.
All businesses.
What's the advantage? You'll get a unique, all businesses. So you'll get a unique coupon code to share to your audience that will apply for a 10% discount, not only for Ham Radio Prep, but also for World Radio League. The same coupon will give a discount of 10% in all our Ham Radio Prep courses and bundles, and also a 10% in all our World Radio League memberships. So what you have to do, email us at partnerships@hamradioprep.com. Explain a little bit why do you want to be part of this partnerships program. If you're a content creator, send us a link. If you're a club, send us your club name, any information that you can give to us. And then we will reply to with your coupon code. We will give you personalized visuals to share with your audience and your club. You'll get also some commissions with using these coupon codes. We have the best commissions in all the business, like 20% commissions using these coupon codes. And it's very easy because we will link your unique coupon code to your partnerships account. And anytime a person uses your coupon code, you will get automatically the commissions. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to share any specific link, anything. It's very, very easy. So if you want to be part of it, and also as Andy mentioned, if you want us to give a presentation in your club, you can reach to this same email, partnerships@hamradioprep.com, and we will schedule everything for you. We will give you also a discount code, so you can share that discount code in the meeting with usually Andy presenting at your club. And and it's very, very easy. Don't hesitate. It's very, very easy. Just email us. Then we will review your application. We will respond back. You sign up for Reflection. That is our system right now. And you'll get the 20% commissions and the discount code, unique discount code for you. So it's very easy.
Thank you, Catalina. I'll add a little bit more information here. So I'll also say, I mean, if you're not sure which partnership program works best for you, just reach out to us. I mean, like we said, we work with emergency response groups, YouTubers, manufacturers, distributors, local ham clubs. And even if you're like, oh, this isn't the exact structure I want, we'll work with you. Someone in the chat said they were from a Scouts group. Yes, we work with Scouts all the time. even with Scouts, you might even be eligible for our free courses for ham radio prep for schools.
Yeah.
So it's really so just reach out to us and we will help you out if we can.
We've even started.
It's not important. Oh, sorry, Andy.
We've even started partnering with some small businesses, small ham businesses in some cases. Did you want to share a little bit more about that, James?
Yeah, absolutely. I think go ahead, Catalina.
Yeah, I was going to mention that it's not important that if you are a big YouTuber with a lot of followers, that's not important here. You want to apply to be a partner with Ham Radio Prep and World Radio League, go for it. It's important because the importance of being a partner between us and you is that we will help ham radio community and we will give some advantage of giving them these discounts to get their licenses and courses in ham radio prep.
Catalina's frozen for some reason. We don't know why Catalina's frozen. We're assuming Catalina has network connection. And Catalina's gone.
And Catalina's gone.
We will continue on. There comes Catalina. All right, Catalina's back again. Proceed.
God. And I was no. Yes, but I'm back. I was saying that we are. It's a benefit for all of us, for your audience, for you as a YouTuber, as a group, as a blogger, social media content creator, but also for the ham radio community, and we are helping everybody all together.
Yeah, absolutely. Did you have anything to add to that, James?
No, I think Catalina covered it great. You know, we've got some great partnerships with folks, content creators. We also, I mean, look, if you're another ham radio business as well, like it's better to advertise and work together with the community rather than sending all your money to Google and Amazon and the big advertisers. So we love to work inside the community with other folks.
Absolutely, definitely. Unfortunately, I believe Catalina and James, you are both leaving me now. Is that right?
I still haven't even unloaded the truck from Huntsville, so I gotta leave, Andy.
Excuses. What about you, Catalina? What's your big excuse?
I have a lot of things to do, and I have my soccer training.
Oh, there you go.
Ooh, nice.
Oh, she called it soccer. Did you hear that? She said soccer.
We turned you into an American.
I thought it, and I was thinking, it's the U.S. mostly, so I'm gonna.
You heard it here first.
Just don't show this to any of her friends in Argentina. Yeah. They're gonna feel bad for her.
And here's one of our partners right here, Dave, reaching out saying WRL is a great partner. Thank you, Dave. We appreciate it. Definitely appreciate it.
Thank you
All right,
so
guys,
much.
we're going to hit a quick break. When we get back, James and Catalina will no longer be here. See you, James. See you, Catalina. Thank you for coming along for the first 3 hours.
One more thing.
Have a great week.
I forgot to give a shout out to Alan, AC4HI. He was also a volunteer with us and great, awesome guy, an operator who's, you've seen him on the leaderboards, but he wasn't in the picture, but he was also a great volunteer for us. So thank you, Alan.
Fantastic. That's awesome. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming along. And don't go anywhere. All you viewers, we've got one more half hour to go. So stick around. And we'll get through that without James and Catalina. We'll show them how it's done. Thank you guys for being here. We'll see you.
Thank you. Have a great week.
Thank you guys. Bye.
We'll be right back after our break.
HF, or high-frequency communications, are what gives humans the ability to communicate all around the world with their own equipment. No internet, no cell phone required. In my 15 years in the amateur radio, I've talked to people around the world, on every single continent, and in over 120 countries. From Australia to Japan, from Kuwait to Spain to Italy, they are all in the log. There's a worldwide community of passionate individuals keeping HF relevant. A community there for you to tap into. It's there for international fellowship, for learning new skills, and as a last resort for emergency situations. In this course, I'm going to teach you how to become a master of HF communications. You don't need only raw power or just a big antenna. Basic gear will do the job if you know the how and when of operating HF. Join me on a journey for your first contact on HF. Whatever your goal, to be the next big DX operator, to be ready for an emergency, or just to enjoy the hobby. This class will get you talking. The HF Masterclass, now available from Ham Radio Prep.
You could be prompting AI status update emails to your coworkers, but we all know that's not happening for at least 2 hours. Welcome to the World Radio League Show.
I'm solo driving it for the next 27 minutes until we wrap this puppy up. Yep, we've got 27 minutes left in the show, and we are going to make the most of it, even though James and Catalina both decided to hop out. Well, who cares about them anyway? No, I'm kidding. Yeah. Great to have you still here. And Terry's still here. What do you Terry stayed. Can you believe that? Terry stayed around. Gary, yes, I have the water in one hand and the Southern style sweet tea in the other. And by the way, you can get this mug on the hamradioprep.com store. We haven't showed the store for a while, but yeah, hamradioprep.com. Got a lot of great stuff over there. Go check out the store tab on hamradioprep.com. Really cool stuff. Yeah. So we have got. I'm gonna share with you quickly some updated. Why did I do that? I know better than to do that. I'm gonna share with you quickly some contests. Yes, we know James and Catalina aren't here. We'll pull them. And then, where did my screen share go? Here we go. Contest coming up in the contest window. Right now, we've got 4 DXpeditions going on. St. Kitts and Nevis, Iceland, the Iceland DXpedition. I didn't know Iceland was on right now. I'm gonna have to go try that one. Canary Islands and Franz Josef Land Expedition. These are so cool. I'm gonna have to see if I can work some of those. Upcoming contests, we've got the worldwide sideband activity. Ooh, that'll be fun. ZL 80-meter sprint CW. Let me blow this up a little bit so y'all can see a little better. SKCC CW sprint 826. That'll be cool. That'll be real fun. Liechtenstein the expedition. That one's coming up on August 30th. The U.S. Islands QSO Party on August 29th. Worldwide Digi Contest. Catalina told us all about that one coming up on the 30th. Kansas QSO Party. Alara Contest. Grenada the expedition. Not to be confused with the Camp Grenada the expedition. Worldwide sideband activity. UK EICC 80-meter contest. 40-meter walk for the bacon QRP CW contest. What on earth is that? What on earth is that? The walk for the bacon? What are we dealing with here? Here. CW stations on 20 meters only. Interesting. Okay, we're gonna have to take a look and see what that one's all about. We also have the All Asian DX, Kosovo DXpedition, Vietnam Expedition, Palau DXpedition. Wow, there's some really cool DXpeditions coming up. I'm so glad we were able to get DXpeditions added in here. Thank you, Brad. Thank you, Brad, for getting the DXpeditions added into here. Awesome work, my friend, on getting those added. So the ones I'm really super interested in, worldwide sideband activity. I'm going to go ahead and join that one. I enrolled there. Let's also try for, I want to try for the current ones. I want to try for the Iceland DXpedition. See if I can work that one. Tango Fox 5 Sierra. That is so cool. That is so awesome. I wonder if there's any. There's been any. Not really anybody worked them yet. It doesn't look like so. Yeah, I would love to get on and hunt them. Looks like we've got at least 16 hunters in World Radio League here. That one looks really awesome. Anybody in the chat, if you're hunting the Iceland DXpedition, let me know. James and Catalina are gone, so I'm watching the chat and I'll interact with just about anybody at this point. No, I'm kind of kidding. But Terry says if you need a little Bluetooth speaker for your shack and to take portable, you just got a Sony SRX XB100. It's awesome. I have a second one on order because they can be used together for stereo. Do they have aux capability, Terry? Because my CW radios that have audio output require aux. So just curious if they have the 3.5 millimeter aux cable option on that speaker. Thanks for the recommendation. It's awesome. Yeah. So I know band conditions have been a little rough lately. We're headed into solar minimum. So, we'll see. Josh said he did grab the RI1FJL. That one was hard. Let's take a look. RJ1, which one's that? Let's see. Do we have that one listed? Let's see here. Okay, Terry, no aux on that one. RJ1. I'm guessing EA8. St. Kitts and Nevis? Is that it? No, that's Victor 47, Japan Alpha. Franz Josef Island. Okay, yeah. RI1 FJL. What mode did you work them on, Josh? Terry says the speaker does not have aux, but it does have USB-C. Very cool. That's awesome. It's really awesome. Yeah, I would love to get the Franz Josef Land DXpedition in. That would be so cool. FT8 15 meters. Okay, very nice. Very nice. Okay. I've got to get FT8 running on my machine again. I'm gonna have to make it happen. We'll figure it out one way or another. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, we've got a lot of really cool stuff upcoming in the contests and events and DXpeditions category. So be sure and check that out. Enroll in anything you're interested in. Try to work them. Try to hunt them. Whatever. If you don't pull anything off, you can always delete your logbook when you're done, your empty logbook when you're done. And hopefully you do pull it off, though, because there's some really cool stuff there. All right, I just want to share this really quickly here. I can't remember if I shared this on the live or pre-show when I was just talking to James. I think I shared it pre-show with James. But while I was at the Joplin Hamfest, I actually picked up a Mesh-tastic node. Now, there's a whole lot of kerfluffle going on right now about Mesh-tastic versus Mesh Core and what's better and what's. I'm kind of frustrated in a way that there are now two options because people say there's more options is better, but in this case we were just getting a good solid mesh up and running with Mesh-tastic, but now we've got Mesh Core competing with Meshtastic and gaining a lot of traction, which the only thing I can see that doing at this point is decreasing the number of Meshtastic nodes on the network. And so, you know, if you got less Meshtastic nodes, and like if you got like, say you've got a full mesh of a less superior mode, you know, understandable. I almost see that as being better than a spotty mesh of a superior mode, if that makes sense. Now, you know, I understand that you know, each one has its strengths and weaknesses in its place, but at the same time, you know, this is just my opinion. Don't call me a sad ham, because I'm not taking this opinion to the hill and fighting for it. But I'm just saying that it feels like we would be better off to have one standard that everyone goes to. Now this, if everybody does this, Chad, I like Chad's take here. If everyone does this is perfect. Get 2 and have 1 of each. If everybody does that, I'm fine. No worries, no concerns. But if people start saying it as 2 options and then picking one or the other, then we're gonna have 2 spotty meshes versus 1 good solid mesh. Now, granted, I have not done a super deep dive on Mesh Core or even Meshtastic. I mean, I've looked into Meshtastic quite a bit, but I've not done a super deep dive on Mesh Core. So I may come back with another opinion here in 2 or 3 weeks. But yeah, I do like the whole mesh concept and idea, and I'm looking forward to really moving forward with it and kind of getting more involved. A huge thank you to the LZ Mesh folks. They were at the Joplin Hamfest. And in fact, let me see if I can give them a boost real quick here. I'm gonna share their link in the chat here, the LZ Mesh link. They've got a Discord group. Go hop in their Discord, give them a hello. Here's their website link. Go check out LZ Mesh. And then I'm gonna share their link real quick, or their map real quick here. And this is really cool. Let me share this quick link. There we go. This is their map of nodes on the map right now. So around southwestern Missouri, we've got quite a few on the map actually. Let's get dialed in here. Republic, Battlefield. Let's see here. Looking for something close to my location. See, there's a ton around here, the city, Springfield, but up closer to this area where I live, there's not really a whole lot of activity there. Yet. I'm hoping to change that. See, mine's online right now, or it's on right now, but it's not connected to any of the other nodes, so it's not getting pinged on the map. So hopefully we can change that soon. I'm looking forward to to really getting it online and on the map and good to go. So there may be a way that I can report it via internet and get it on the map, but it should spot once it hits the mesh as well. So that is I do need to put up a repeater, Dave. I am actually kind of really leaning towards that, so we'll see what happens as far as that goes. But yeah, I would like to do that very much. So that's kind of my mesh update at this point. You'll probably hear more mesh updates later on. In fact, I need a mesh update track. I don't even know. I don't have a track here that I can just use specifically for mesh updates. We're gonna have to put something like that in there. Yeah. So. LZ Mesh has their own MQTT server. Nice. Yeah. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. It's a big thing. Mesh is becoming very big, and I'm really excited about getting on the mesh. Really looking forward to it, and hopefully getting some of my friends on the mesh, because once again, you do not need a ham license to get on mesh and get on Meshtastic. Danny says mesh POTA. Honestly, I think it would qualify if there is no more hops than you to the next guy. I don't think you can have it hop through and do a POTA, but if it's just you to the next guy sending messages back and forth and exchanging information, I think you could count it. I think that would be cool. That would be really fun. But it'd be basically like doing a VHF, or UHF activation. Yeah, great question there, Danny. Yeah, so guys, if you have any tips or tricks or any Meshtastic Mesh Core knowledge, feel free to send them my way at community.worldradialeague.com or in the chat, or send me an email, or however you want to get a hold of me. But I would love to hear any information that you might be able to provide that would help me out in my mesh journey. Looking forward to hearing some from you guys. All right, let's take one more. Let's take a look at one more thing here. I got one more thing to talk about, and that is Morse Mastery is almost to the public release state, and that is, you all have been awesome, have been great friends and testers, and I'm very, very grateful for all of you. But we are just about ready to launch this thing. So if you have any final feedback or anything you want to let us know before we push it live, be sure and let us know right away. We have some really cool features in here. We will be tidying up the login flow. We're doing a final tidy up on the login flow. Warning, if you have gone to Morse Mastery and set up an anonymous account and have not fully signed up with your email and a username, or preferably your call sign, then do that now, because if you do not, then we're going to have to very soon erase that anonymous progress, just because of the way we're rolling over into a more secure system for the final release. So, if you have just an anonymous account, then you'll want to do that. If you've already signed up with your email and everything, you should be fine. But yeah, looking forward to getting this thing live, and I am so excited. If you have heard us talking about Easter eggs in the live chat before, then just go and send. Let's see here. Just go and send the words. Easter eggs. And you will get, well, you should get a pop-up. Okay. Maybe it's, let's see here. Now I can't remember what I set it to. Isn't that silly? I can't even remember myself what I set it to. There we go. Boom. You can see all of our Easter eggs by sending Easter eggs. To find out what else you can send to have some cool things happen, which is really awesome. So go try that out. Go try out morsemastery.com. Let me know what you think of it. Let me know what you would like to see different, what you would like to see new and updated, so that we can get that implemented and get this thing live. We have light mode, dark mode. We've got all kinds of cool features in here. And in fact, we are pretty feature heavy at this point. So looking forward to hearing your feedback and getting this thing launched and out the door. I mean, it's gonna be epic. We're so excited about this. Morsemastery.com. There are some sites that have like similar names that aren't us. So be sure you go to the morsemastery.com and it looks like this, because this is what we're going to launch with. yeah, I'll put that link in the chat in case there's any confusion. MorseMastery.com. There are some, I would like to think of them as inferior sites out there with similar names, but you know, well, I'll let you be the judge of that. Let me know what you think. Yeah, Morse code is becoming it's really making a comeback. I mean, you should have seen all the pictures and videos coming out of Huntsville. I hope you saw some of them because Morse code is really making a comeback. Morse code is such an epic mode. CW is such an incredible experience to send, whether you're using a straight key or a paddle or a bug or a side swiper, whatever you're using. It's such a cool mode because it's the only mode where you can have a 100 milliwatt transmitter and a key and be out in the middle of absolutely nowhere with a tiny battery and be making contacts all around the world. I don't know of any other mode that allows you to do all of that simultaneously. CW is the only mode that is so minimal and yet so powerful. And I just think it's really awesome. I think it's incredible. And I look forward to welcoming many new CW operators into the CW field. And by the way, I am the Missouri OG member of the BKG, the Brass Knuckles Gang. Thank you, Forrest KI7QCF, for creating such an awesome gang. And if you want to be inducted into BKG and you live in Missouri, let me know. Ping me. We'll figure out a way to meet up at a POTA site or something, or maybe a ham fest, and I can get you inducted. I've got to get a K1, but if you want to be inducted, then that will be motivation for me to go ahead and click the order button on Amazon and get the Quan Chang K1 coming. And make sure you have a K1 as well, so that we can get you on the air. Looking forward to it. Yeah, Scouts love learning about Morse code. Josh said he just picked up a Bengali Simplex Pro and he's building a QMX Plus just for that. That is so awesome. That is really incredible, guys. CW. I don't know. I don't know exactly how to explain what it does for the brain, but it is just so much fun. It's such a fun mode, and I really enjoy it. I'm going to ruffle Dave's feathers by saying CW is the only true mode, and of course I say that in jest, and Dave calls it gatekeeping, but I really do. It's the original radio mode, and the original mode of communication really via radio is Morse code, and I think reviving that, keeping that alive, is an awesome thing that our current ham radio community is doing. And huge thanks goes to people like Thomas K4SWL, Forrest KI7QCF, people like Ham Radio Kid. I don't remember his call sign right off the top of my head. People like Prep Ham Paul showing their CW journey, just putting it out there. So many folks have done so much to revive Morse code and CW, and it's such a cool and incredible thing to watch. And some people are just flat out inspiring. People like Maggie KR4FTN, as young as she is, and just going all in on Morse code and doing an excellent job of it. Zach, her dad AI4ZD, just having fun, getting out there. He just recently got a bug and he's been going crazy with it and doing such an awesome job. But people like even James starting to pick up the desire to learn Morse code more, and I'm sure you'll see plenty coming out of him soon. So we look forward to being on the cutting edge of this CW revolution, you might say. And I'm just thrilled that we can be such an integral part of it and be so involved in watching this thing grow and expand and evolve right in front of us. Guys, thank you so very much for coming along for the show. We so truly appreciate it, and we hope that you've had an awesome show. We hope that you've had a great day. If you had a great time at Huntsville, then glad to hear that. Throw your experience in the community. Let us know how Huntsville went for you, and anything else you want to share. We really appreciate each and every one of you, and we are just so grateful to our amazing community. I spent too much time looking at the Facebook groups, ham radio groups, and trying to hash through all the mess over there, and I did not realize how bad it had gotten until I jumped into the WRL community. And there's such a positive energy on WRL community. And even our Discord group, there's such a positive energy, such a willingness to help and assist and just be a part of the solution rather than the problem or even the whole problem. And we really, really appreciate that. Thank you. A heartfelt, sincere thank you to our community for everything. With that, guys, we've come to the end of episode 63 of the World Radio League Show. And we look forward to seeing you right back here next week on episode World Radio League Show. I'm Andy, N0APX, your extra host on this fabulous Monday afternoon, and we will see you next week. Be good, 73, and I'm clear. Did it?